All right, we are live. Apologies for the delay. I'm just going to turn the music off. Okay, there you go. Thank you, Zoom, for that entertaining music so I could get prepared. And now, how do we turn this timer off? Well, let's just let it time out. Welcome to tonight. We're just continuing on from yesterday on how to convert a a form into a funnel or a registration page, or we'll work it out through this process tonight. So the reason I took a little bit of extra time today was I logged into my WordPress site, and lo and behold, there was a whole host of plugins that needed to be updated. And I didn't want to get to a point where we're going through stuff and then it will say, give me an error message saying, hey, um, oh, my time's up. Let's turn this off. Let's get to the timer. I'll be able to see all this. Stop timer. Close timer. Thank you. Okay, and if we get to a point where we're going through, we're installing, we're creating a page and you can get not an error, but it just won't let you go to that next stage of saving the page that you've created, or it won't even let you get to creating the page because your plugins are out of date. Doesn't work with your theme. So when you're running a WordPress site, one important thing to remember is that it's just like a car. It's just like, you're running your financial program. It needs to be updated and maintained continually. And continually meaning at least, every couple of weeks, someone's got to, or if you want to be ultra sure your website's not going to get hacked, at least at a minimum once a week. And that takes time and effort. And that may be time and effort that you can allocate half an hour a week, go in, update your plugins, your themes, so there's no vulnerabilities in it. Um, have a look at your SEO, make sure it's consistent with what you want to attract customers through those strategies. And it may take about an hour, maybe a couple of hours a week to do that. So if that's something that you either don't know how to do, not for any reason, because you're probably good at what you do in your business, but you don't want to be doing websites, or you just don't have the time to do it. You can do it. You're technically adept at doing it, but you can be doing other things that's going to bring you more money, where you have sufficient money to allocate that to someone else. And they could probably do it a lot faster. So in which case you hire someone to do it, like Cindog Media. It doesn't have to be us, it could be anyone, just so you're on top of it and it doesn't come to a point where your website's hacked, website goes out of date, or people come to your website and they get error messages and all kinds of stuff. So that's enough of me harping on about plugins, but it's a worthwhile point to make because um, without mentioning any people or anyone in particular, sometimes we think that a website is a one-off creation and it's going to last forever. Technology is always updating, just like your operating system's being updated continually. Same as for websites. So you've got something to think about, something to get on top of and stay on top of. So just by way of introduction, my name is Harsha. I'm from cindog Media, where we help you to market better. If you need any support, especially on websites, now that we've been talking about websites, you can contact us by emailing contact@cindogmedia.com. You can also SMS or phone 0426 794 189, or you can go to our website, which I will share in a minute. This is actually the back end of the website in WordPress. However, if you if you wanted to contact us directly through the website, just go to cindogmedia.com and you can get this little chat button and you can send us put your name, phone, and message, and we will get that message and we can respond to you to connect and support you. So that's the intro. We're going to go into have a look at these plugins, see if they've been updated. Looks like all 14 plugins have been updated. Usually if there's any updates, you'll see a little number here, which means it's time to go in and check. Make sure you back up your website regularly. I've got it on auto backup daily. If that's something you don't have and you need some support, again, reach out to us. We've got another update here that's popping up. Let's have a look at what it is. It's a WordPress theme. It's a Thrive theme builder. Now we will have to update this. I was hoping I've covered all of them, but if we don't update this, it'll be conflict with the updated plugins for ThriveThemes, and they won't work together because they'll be going, you speak a different language. So looks like it's gone through pretty quickly. Again, remember to make sure you back up your website regularly because sometimes updates can also go wrong. And you'll have to revert to your old version of the website. Doesn't happen often, but it can happen. Right, okay, so let's go into pages here. And I think this is the page that we started creating yesterday. I don't think it's saved because it logged out suddenly. So we may have to start again. Oh no, it did save it. Must have saved a copy of it, which is great. So it's giving some new features that have popped in. All right, so this is where we got to. Doesn't look like it deleted anything, so that's fine. So I'm just going to go through and get rid of a lot of things that we don't need. So, you can move, like I said yesterday, you can move these things around in ThriveThemes to how you want it. Might put this down here. Ready. Don't think we need this, do we? Are we just getting a form? So we'll get rid of that. What people say. Again, you can market to people, your customers through your forms. There's nothing stopping you from do that. Some may say, no, don't do that. It's up to you, really. So we'll look at that, increase your revenue. Just seeing if this will work with the form. So I'm just going to get rid of this as well. I'm going to keep the form really simple. Not going to have a lot other than what we need to collect. Success stories. Not going to be a lot left by the time I delete all this. However, that's fine. So what we'll do is we'll have a look at what kind of lead generation forms there are. Let's pop it in here. And what ThriveThemes does is it has a whole lot of built-in templates. This is the beauty of getting a plugin or a theme builder that's already pre-prepared. So you as a business owner can go and, you don't need to go and learn programming to get this stuff done. And this is why I'm empowering you through these videos. You can go and do this stuff yourself. You can go and build a website quite quickly, rapid implementation, start testing it out with your customers rather than, go and wait weeks, months on end, someone to develop a website. Again, having said that, we do develop websites, right? So I'm saying if you're getting caught in that trap of, it's going to take months to build it doesn't take months. If you get the right person, you can get it done really built quite quickly. again, if you're designing a custom designed website, yes, it can take months, and that requires programming. However, if you use these templates, then it's not going to take as long. So now let's have a quick squeeze again at our, I'm going to stop the share and open up. Already got that open. Let me close a few windows here that we don't need. So this, I'm going to share the actual form that we're looking at. So I'm going to have to switch what I'm sharing right now. Okay, so this is the form. There's really, let's have a look at it at a high level. What is it trying to collect? So just some questions. It's got some questions. So it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to say this is 8, 9, 10, 11 questions, right? So 11 points of information that we need to collect. So is there a form on here that's got something similar? Is the question you can ask yourself, and then you can change that form around a little bit. So we've got application forms, we've got contact us forms, opt-in forms. So it's a little bit more than an opt-in form. This looks, it's an application form. I want to keep this as simple as possible. So why don't we pick something fairly straightforward? It's got name and email, and then like this contact form 3 and contact form 7. So it's got options in it. We probably don't need options. It's not really an application form either. So why don't we pick contact form 3? As soon as we pick it, it pops it on our page. All right, so we want to collect their name, email, and there's a text area. However, what we can do now is, if you look at this form, it's going to have another look at the lead gen forms. There's contact forms as well. Let's have a look at that. Delete that. Just put it in there. No, it won't let me do it. Okay, that's better. Right. So we've got templates. So similar to what we had, not very different. Right, so this looks a little bit, towards what we need. So I'm just going to use that one, I think. And what I'll do now is share my whole screen so you can see, our contact form that we're building. And we can look at the website that we're building in parallel to see what we need to create. So let's stop the share. And what I'll do is I'll share both the whole screen, whole desktop, and you'll see me on Zoom as well. Okay, so let's bring these two back up. So as you can see, what we're going to do is now really look at how can we move these across. So do we need this, piece, please select one. So what's the drop down? So if we go in here, It's just a drop down, right? So we probably don't need this drop down, so we can get rid of that and go into, go back here and delete that. Option 1, option 2. Again, I don't think there's any option 1 or option 2 in this form. It's just we're creating a logo. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Okay, so name, email, and website, important information we need to get because otherwise we're not going to know who this person is. I duplicate that and call this, so done editing, let's go back. Website, name, email, website, URL 2. I'm just going to rename that phone, call it phone number, and then what we'll do is we'll change that to phone. Okay, so as you can see that this has changed the name of that entry into phone, and then we've got message. Now, what is the company's mission statement? Now, in this area where we've got message, what we can do is add a few more boxes to collect that information, right? So if we go in here, we duplicate these, each of these ones. It's going to be a fairly long form. Now, again, this is collecting information once you've clarified, a customer wants to go ahead with a logo. Otherwise, they wouldn't really be, why would they be entering this information, right? So you want to do that groundwork first before you get to this point. Oh, I haven't saved my work. So let's just go done, save work. Make sure you save it once in a while. All right, okay, so let's get back into editing form elements. So how many of these did we need? We had 11 pieces of content. I'm going to duplicate that. So we've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so there's 11 pieces of content there. Now let's go back in here and actually change these to these heading that we've got on the form. All right, so we can call this, what is your company's mission statement? Now, how many lines do you want? I think a couple of lines. That mission statement's that long. Maybe it needs to be reworked, yeah? Okay. How would you best describe your target audience? Would best describe your target number 3. What would you consider to be your main competitor? So let's copy these across so we don't have to type it all. Who would you consider to be your main competitors? Form needs a little bit of an update by the looks of it. This was created a little while ago. Okay, next one. What is your unique selling point, product or service? Right, next one. Are there any particular colors or combination of colors that you would like to explore during this logo design, avoiding any colors to avoid? Okay, so let's put that in. What I might do is I might just separate these questions out just to make it simpler for someone. And colours in Australia is spelt with a U. Okay. Are you open to exploring all possibilities, possible logo types and styles? I'm going to have one question per box. We might have a few more boxes. That's okay. Are you open to a text or text type only? So I think what this is meant to be is text. Are you open to a text or type only logo? A text only logo? Just to make it simpler. Are there any logo styles or types you wish to avoid? Okay. Almost there. Number 7, are there any types of logos? Right, so this may require you to, so here we've asked, are there any types, are there any examples you can provide of logos or logo marks or trademarks or logo marks you think might match the expectations to be a good fit style-wise for your company? You can attach samples when you send this questionnaire back. You can also refer to the company name if they have a logo that is easy to find. Right, so basically you may have to get that by email, or you can integrate, some kind of uploading feature. We're not going to go into that much depth in this form. I'm just going to ask a very simple question of, let's see. Are there any examples you can provide of logos or trademarks that you think might? Let's just really simplify this question. Are there any company logos that you like the style of? Oops. Uh-oh. I think we changed all of them. Right. Let's see if we can redo that. Nope. Okay. A little bit of an error. That's what happens when you don't save. So anyway, I made that. That was my fault. So let's edit the form elements again. We're just going to quickly duplicate these. I'm going to go really quickly. Remember to save. That's what I guess that's what I said before, and I didn't do it myself. Saw it in action. All right. So what is the company's mission statement? Again, these videos are done live, so there are going to be mistakes. I'm not going to be editing these. You're going to see all the mistakes I make, but remember, this is how you make things happen, right? There's no need to worry about making mistakes because it's not that hard to fix. We're going to go through these questions pretty quickly. All right, so you get the gist of how to, what do I go done and save work so we don't have to come back to it again. All right, edit form elements. Particular colors. Next one in colors to avoid. Question 6. Right, that's done. Okay, are there any logo types that you wish to avoid? This is more information than that we really need, but I think it's better to be thorough, especially when you're creating a logo. Then you get it avoids rework, especially from our end. We want to get that first draft as close to what you want as possible, hence the reason for all these questions. Okay, so here, this is where we just click done and save. We'll go back. Are there any examples of logos? Are there any examples? Any company logos that you like? I think that's what we're trying to ask here. Okay. Full company name. Byline or tagline. Please type in the full company name. And this one was, would there be any bylines that you would like in your logo design? We change that. This is the byline or established state. Any other information? So let's duplicate that. Any other information that you needs to be included in the logo? And registered trademark or TM symbol required. All right, so we got to the end of that. Made a little bit of a mistake earlier, but that's okay. Click done, save work. Okay, so these boxes can be shortened a little bit. I'm not going to do that now. What we might do here is just go in and update these areas of, what is it that we're asking. Like this just says message, text area, text area, text area. So just to be a little bit, thorough of what it is, we can go mission statement. Okay, and then it will show up as mission statement. What's this one? This one's target audience. So this is just really tidying up, and you know what information you're collecting. Your main competitor. Unique selling points. The next one is any colors. So colors. This is colors 2. colors to, and then the next one is colors to avoid. Okay. Just fixing up the spelling as we go. So what are we up to now? We're up to logo styles. Text only logo, yes or no? Save the work. Okay, are there any logo styles to avoid? So logo styles to have, and then logo styles to avoid. Are there any company logos that you like? Logos that you like? Oops. Uh, company name. Uh, tagline or byline, established leg. Okay, now have we missed something? Looks like there's more. Let's just go back to the top. So we've got name, email, website, phone, mission statement, target audience, main competitor, unique selling point, colors to have, colors to avoid, logo styles to have, oh, we forgot text only logo. There you go. Colors to avoid. Are you open to having all types of logo styles to have? Text only logo. So this is text only logo. So all these will move down one. So you can probably see what I'm doing. We missed one. And I'm just fixing that up at the moment. And you'll see what I've done in a minute. You can be patient. So are you open to so logos that you like and then logos you wish to avoid? Okay. Logo styles to have, and are you open to text only logos? All right, so that fixed that up. And then we've got the last two to add, which is other information that needs to be included. Okay, almost there. Registered trademark or TM, registered trademark or trademark symbol. Just put trademark. All right, so now we've got all these, all these named correctly. I might just quickly go in and we'll save the work and we'll go in there and have a look at the form elements and just change it, just make it a little bit simpler, right? Registered trademark, how many lines? I think you just need name. Let's go all the way to the top. So are these, the question to ask yourself is, do we need this much? I think a couple of lines. Target audience, maybe a few lines. I reckon each of these, maybe just 2 lines each, just to shorten it a bit. What we main competitors, 2 lines. Unique selling point, probably 1 line. Are there any particular color combinations? 1 line. Any colors to avoid? 1 line. Are you open to exploring all possible logo types? That's just going to be a yes or a no. Are you open to a text only logo? Yes or no? You can even change this to an option, but we're just going to keep it simple for now. Right, so okay, so that's done. Save the work. All right, so again, I've had a rethink because this form is so long. We're going to get rid of all of this stuff. Get rid of all distractions. Just going to stop the share. Thanks for being so patient. So we've got all the information that we need, really. I'll just share just the screen now. Now, do we need all that at the top? It's a good question, right? So what is the desired outcome? So let's go to our trustworthy ChatGPT to give us some support here now. We've been working at this form for a little while. So ChatGPT, hello, ChatGPT. I like to be polite. Can you please provide 2 lines, 2-line introduction to a form on my website to collect information from a customer about what type of logo that they would like. The form will have several questions for them to answer. So we can start working on their logo. All right, welcome to the logo design inquiry form. Your creative vision is our priority. Please share your preferences, color schemes, and any specific elements you envision for your logo so we can craft a design that perfectly reflects your band. Now, it's a little bit robotic to me, particularly because a robot actually wrote it. So can you please can you please rephrase this so that it sounds more human? Now, I don't know if the robot can do that. Let's see. Hey there, excited to dive into designing your logo. Tell us about your style, preferred colors, and any cool ideas you have in mind. Your input is key in creating a logo that truly represents your brand. Not bad. However, I think all ChatGPT did was made it more casual and, got rid of the formality. So what does that mean? A robot is more formal than a human being? Possibly. I'm just going to copy that, paste that in there. So we'll call this the logo requirements. Requirements. Logo design customer input form. Let's ask. Can we please have a inspiring 6-word title for this form? Yeah, include the word input in the title. Or customer. Elevate your brand, custom input, inspiring logo. Reword this. It's not quite giving what I want. So reword this to ask for customer input. Network error. Regenerate. Okay, this is good. Shape your logo. We value your input. Oops. Okay, we're almost there. So there's been a slightly longer video today, but I think you'll get something out of this if you were patient enough to get this far in the video. In particular, if you are using ThriveThemes, this is going to help you. All right, so we can get rid of probably these. There's nothing to really. But that's it. We'll get rid of this. Or we could put something nice here in terms of the logo. So I might just leave that one and update it. So that's really it. So I'm going to leave it there, and then I will put a link to this, this form that we've created, so you can see the final output once I finished it. But that's essentially it, right? So it wasn't hard. It just took a little bit of patience to get it to a point, and we did it in about less than an hour, probably about 50 minutes. So thanks for tuning in tonight. It is a Wednesday. We'll be doing more of these videos over the week. So stay tuned for the next one. Thanks for tuning in. And look, if you need help with your logo, have a chat to us. You can reach us at cindogmedia.com. You can email cindogmedia.com or SMS or phone 0426 794 189. Have a wonderful night, day, wherever you are, and I'll connect with you very soon.